It's all for one and one for all in the first of movies which I went to see at the cinema this week. The latest adaptation of Alexandre Dumas's novel, The Three Musketeers. Specifically, this adaptation is called The Three Musketeers d'Artagnan, which is a two-parter, which the second part is due to be released in December this year. The Three Musketeers d'Artagnan was released into UK cinemas on Friday, the 21st of April, and stars Francois Civil as D'Artagnan, who at the start is involved in a battle where he's protecting a young woman, and then goes to Paris, where he bumps into Athos, Porthos, and Aramis, the three musketeers. And there's a plot about the King of France, King Louis XIII, and the civil war in France involving Catholics and Protestants, and in particular the struggle for power between the King and the Cardinal. Now, Eva Green stars as Milady de Winter, and Vincent Cassel also stars as Athos, with Roman Duris as Aramis and Pio Marmaille as Porthos. Now, this adaptation of The Three Musketeers is subtitled. It's in French, and it is pretty decent. It is a good film. There's, as I say, it's a two-parter, so the story has been sort of dragged out, spread out over two films. There's some good acting in it. I would say that Vincent Cassel was really good as Athos, and Francois Civil is good as D'Artagnan. And the way the story is, Vicky Krieps is also in it as the Queen of France. So it's a good cast, and it's a good, well put together story. It's well put together. There's a lot of effort and a lot of commitment from the actors involved, and also good with the sort of prosthetics, the costume design, the props, all that stuff was good. My criticism of this film is that whilst the battle scenes are good and intense, sometimes there's a little bit of a shaky camera, which I'm not a huge fan of. And also the story has been done before on a few occasions. I particularly remember the Three Musketeers from 1993 with Kiefer Sutherland, Chris O'Donnell, Tim Curry, which I remember watching many, many, many years ago. And as such, going into this film, I sort of had a sort of feeling of, was this film really all that necessary? As with another example of a film that gets done again and again is Robin Hood. This adaptation of The Three Musketeers, in spite of its strengths, I think it would have been better as a TV drama, a series, if you will, like a BBC drama or something like that. But in spite of that, there's some good battle scenes in this film, some good acting, some good dialogue, some good patter. And overall, I would give this film just a 6 out of 10 from me. As I say, there were some bits in the middle of the film that I really struggled to engage with, and it was a sort of lack of engagement was due to the fact that I'd seen other adaptations of this film, of this story, and I felt, is it really, really necessary? But that said, the good acting, the good patter, and the decent battle scenes bring this film up for me. And of course, we'll be watching part 2, which is due to be released in December this year. So, The Three Musketeers d'Artagnan, it's a French subtitled film. It's directed by Martin Bourboulon, who's a French director, and it gets just a 6 out of 10 for me. This is my name is Robert. You're listening to Glasgow Movie Addict. Let me know if you've seen it. Put a comment below, and I'll be back with you on my next review. Speak to you soon. Bye bye.